Going on, guys? Mac here, and finally after a while I am back to recording videos, recording little bits of vlogs and stuff. The main reason why I didn't do it is because the audio without, some sort of headset, and since it's not really a professional camera, it's more along the lines of a iPhone 11 going down the road while I'm chilling. So the microphone on the iPhone, the regular microphone on the iPhone, picks up good, but the quality of the audio, it just wasn't really that great. So I just decided to wait until I got new AirPods before I started recording more videos. And somehow, after months of being fucking missing, after I got done washing clothes, washing my hunting bibs, getting ready to put them up for the year, I found them in the dryer. And I looked at these hunting clothes forever, and what happened was that the overalls I wear had a small little hole, so the damn things fell all the way down to the bottom of the pant leg. And somehow, after being washed and after months of not having a charge or anything, the damn thing still works. So here I am, back at it again, and been a lot of things on my mind lately. There has been a lot of things on my mind lately, but one of the big things that's been on my mind, one of the big major things that's been on my mind is the way movie theaters and streaming has gone in the past year, thanks to the COVID, thanks to everything. And the reason why this is mainly, I wouldn't say, man, this is weird. It's weird. It seems like everybody suddenly developed a streaming service, or everybody is suddenly a streaming service, such as Disney Plus, Netflix, Hulu, HBO Max. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some coming out mainly for, since Crunchyroll was bought by Sony, that it's going to be, they're already a streaming service. They're going to try making a big push into being that type of streaming service, like providing that type of streams for the service. And what sucks about that as viewers, from business standpoints, it does make a lot of sense. You want to have your own original content, so that way you can attract viewers. So that way you can attract more people, because it's like, hey, for instance, Wonder Woman 1984 came out. It did go to theaters, but it's also being streamed on HBO Max. It's gonna be an HBO Max exclusive, that sort of deal. So, and that also tells me that the things that services are the idea of DVDs, going to get a DVD at the DVD collection is also going to go away, because they're going to be like, why pay for the DVDs when they can just go ahead and pay for a subscription and have the movies on a subscription, as long as they keep their subscription. It's a whole ordeal that I see coming up in the near future as things have progressed, because Regal, a few other basically movie theaters are hurting right now thanks to the whole COVID. And it's such a damn shame, because these producers, these studios have the movies. They have the movies. I mean, look at it. Look at Black Widow. Black Widow. It was supposed to come out in May of last year, I think, and it just kept getting pushed back. Now I don't even know when the fuck it's gonna come out. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know if it is gonna come out in movie theaters. It might be a Disney Plus exclusive. Meaning you have to have, not only do you have to have a Disney Plus account, you also have to pay for it on the Disney Plus. And that's for the whole for Marvel fans. I mean, it's been a while since a lot of us have gotten fresh new Marvel content after Spider-Man Far From Home. And we've been thirsting at the bit for brand new content. Well, Black Widow was supposed to be given, supposed to start, satiate that saliva coming out of our throats. That didn't come out. So we've been starving for Marvel content. Finally, WandaVision came out, and that's like scratching that itch that we've had for a while for Marvel. But what about some of the other movies? I mean, all right. The main reason why I brought this up and why I was thinking about it is because I recently saw the trailer for Godzilla vs. Kong, and I'll just flat out say it. I like Godzilla. I like watching those movies. I like watching the Kong movies. In fact, I thoroughly enjoy those kind of movies. And I know there's a lot of people that like dogged on the new Godzilla, the new Kong that came out, Godzilla King of Monsters, and frankly, I don't care. That's their opinions, critics' opinions about it. But as a viewer, as a different viewer, I thoroughly enjoyed the movies of it, mainly because it reminded me of a very long nostalgia. I wasn't holding it to like that old type of nostalgia, because let's face it, those original movies, if you watch like the original Kong movies, the original Godzilla movies, they were terrible. But we watched them. As I remember, me and my brother, we watched them. Not because they were actually great to watch, but mainly because they were just fun to watch. It's not like they were actually like hit movies, you know, especially the old Japanese dubbed ones. It's not like they were hit movies. Some of them were just flat out just like, I can't get back years of my life, but I watched them and we had fun watching them. It's the main thing. We had fun watching them. And I thoroughly had fun watching the Godzilla King of the Monsters, Kong. I just had fun watching it because that's what those movies are meant for. They're not meant to be like, oh my god, you know, Die Hard, you know, that type of movies like Marvel, you know, the Marvel franchise and stuff, but it's meant to be a different kind of franchise, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And it came out, it's coming out like March 28th or something like that. I can't quite remember the exact date it's coming out, but it's coming out to select theaters, whatever theaters are fucking open, and it's streaming on HBO Max. Now, I just have it sucks because based off of states, what happens in the states, and you know, every state's different when it comes to their COVID-19 protocols, and even though the vaccine's coming out, I don't really see things really improving until maybe the end of 2021. But it just sucks because if these industries, this is starting to get me into my whole entire tangent, you know, get my blood boiling about certain things, because for instance, Netflix starting to come out with movies all on their own. What is it? You know, HBO Max has got their exclusive movies. Hulu's got exclusive Hulu picks. Peacock, Amazon. You know, all this other bunch of shit fucking content. You know, streaming services trying to, you know, create with their original content and everything. And with the advent of movie theaters going out of the way, I can see the film and production industries changing drastically, and I don't see it changing for good. Okay, I don't see it changing for good. Yeah, people are like nostalgia on the Disney. Well, here's the kicker: they keep raising their prices on their streaming for Disney, and a lot of people, including myself, are only subscribers to Disney Plus because through my Verizon account. That's the only fucking reason why I have a Disney Plus. If I didn't have the Verizon thing, I probably wouldn't have Disney Plus, and I'd miss it. And as a viewer, as somebody who watched all the Marvel movies, and a big, I wouldn't say a diehard Marvel fan, but a good Marvel fan, that it's fallen. It's gonna suck as a viewer, because I'm not willing to keep paying for, you know, these month-long subscriptions when they're gonna be having content come out at like a snail's pace. It seems like movies and stuff coming out like every now and then. And then not only would I have to pay for the the subscription, to watch the Mandalorian and other stuff like that, I also will have to pay for the damn movie itself. Now you could easily argue that, oh, you could just, cancel after you watch the movie and stuff. But by then I've spent, let's say, I think it's like $12.99. Let's say it's going to get close to $15 coming up here pretty soon. It's going to get $15, and then you have your $30 charge for a movie. I don't know how much they charge for the movie. I didn't really pay attention to it when Mulan came out. Didn't really care. So now you paid like $45 for the movie. Okay. Now after you paid the $45 to watch the movie, you can cancel your subscription. Whatever, you can let it close out. You don't have to renew it or anything. But then, let's say 4 or 5 months later, a new movie comes out. So you re-up your subscription, you pay for that new month. You've lost the movie you done fucking paid for, and you have to pay it again. So it just doesn't make any damn sense to keep doing, like, as a consumer and somebody who's very, is very careful with their money. It just doesn't make sense to keep doing that. It's the same situation that happened with our Netflix. We like Netflix. There's a bunch of good shows that came out on Netflix. Stranger Things, etc. And then it just got to the point of, it seemed like things just kept getting pushed back, and Netflix kept raising their prices. And why would we keep a subscription service if we were going to maybe watch something once every 3 months when it came out on Netflix? It just didn't make any sense. We'd rather just not watch it, not care about it. Hey, it is what it is. That's just our opinion. Somebody who's, from a group, me and my wife are very intentional about our money. And it just sucks as viewers, because you lose. You're the ones that are losing. The big corporations ain't losing. I'm sorry, they ain't. They're much smarter than us, and that just goes to show. And I hate to say it to you, I'm losing out on it. Not financially, but I'm losing out on it, entertainment wise and stuff. So I'm losing out as a viewer. And some of you guys are like, well, if we all quit and stuff, not everybody's gonna quit. It's like the whole instance, your Visa cashback rewards for your credit cards or your free flight miles. They want you to spend the money. In the event that the odds of you actually using your miles, that the odds of everybody using those free miles isn't gonna fucking happen. That's just the cold hard truth. And that's the same with the subscription services. Yeah, they may lose 10%, 15%, but in a quarter, etc. But in the long run, they're still going to be experiencing growth. Okay, and you can't win against the system that's basically bet against the consumer already. And this what sucks about the filming industries and things of that nature is I love the nostalgia of going to a movie theater. And when Godzilla vs. Kong comes out, and hopefully whichever state I'm in is going to allow movie theaters to operate, I'm going to watch it in the movie theater. I probably won't watch it on the big screen or at home or anything like that, mainly because it's just a movie I'm interested in. My wife could give two shits less about it. I'll still invite her. May have a fun, good little date night, or date afternoon or whatever. But I don't see movie theaters lasting much longer at the current rate. I can honestly see them slowly starting to shut down and eventually be sold out. And that's what sucks to us consumers, as viewers, is that a lot of us don't really watch movies, at home or anything like that. We watch them, we just go watch them at the movie theater, and then some movies are just better enjoyed at the movie theater. For instance, Avengers Endgame, that was great viewed in the movie theater. Godzilla, King of the Monsters, I will never forget viewing that one in the theater. Jurassic Park. I watched, or Jurassic World coming out. Jurassic World. I watched that movie in three separate times in the theaters. Once right before I left to go to Europe, once in Europe, and the second time when I got back because I owed somebody I owed my little sister a movie to watch that movie in the theater. So I watched that movie 3 fucking times in the theaters. And I can tell you, watching at home, you're not going to get the same feel for certain movies. And that's just unfortunate for us as viewers, is that we're just not going to, especially if those who like enjoyed going on date nights, going on dates, dressing up and stuff. Now, I'm all for saving the money. We can all just order some pizza at the house, stay at the house. I'm all for that as well. But I'm also all for, going out and getting that ambiance of going out. And streaming services are slowly going to start taking that away, because in the advent of this, they're trying, film corporations are trying to make money, because that's the nature of their business, is to make money. And they ain't making money at holding out on these films and these industries because they're using the excuse that movie theaters shouldn't be open, and they're holding out to where people are starving to watch these things, and then they're like, oh, coming soon, our own streaming platform, and you can watch this, and you can watch this. And now everybody's got the streaming platforms, and you're going to start seeing the prices on streaming start to go up and up, and they're not going to ever go down. You'll get like your deals, like for instance this Verizon deal with Disney Plus. You'll get your free, a free month of this. Yes, you'll get those free months, but to get the free months, you're gonna have to enter your credit card information, your payment information before your access to the free month. So that way, when your free months are over, they automatically charge you for the next month, and then they're gonna make you pay for the movies that come out, and punish you if you decide to cancel your subscription and restart it up by not allowing you to watch those movies. You have to pay for them again, and it just sucks. That's how it's going to be, and that's going to be considered the new norm in the form of film entertainment, and it's a shame. It really is a shame, and I explicitly expect platforms like YouTube and Twitch, those type of platforms to start seeing the blowbacks from that in the coming years. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to be all set in stone, that this is going to be 100%, because heck, I didn't know GameStop's little stock debacle wasn't ever going to happen, but this is just my type of prediction on it. So I do see movie theaters not being what they were, not being, they're not going to be able to get the hittest movies coming out, because the hittest movies are going to be coming out on streaming platforms, whatever. But I do see, it changing drastically. It's never going to be the same. Of course, nothing ever going to be the same after the debacle of 2020. But I also hate to say it, 2021 has not been any better. So, well, it is what it is. But that's just one little thing I'm going to start talking about. Like I said, I had a bunch of damn things on my mind. Now I finally have a chance to talk about them. Now I've just run a blank as to what I really wanted to talk about. But this was the most freshest one on my mind, and just wanted to give everybody a holler. And if you guys would, give me a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.